Good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Stroop with Holy Smokes Men's Ministry, and I'm going to be bringing us another cigar review tonight. This is a pretty good cigar. There are all sorts of different types of cigars, flavors, different profiles, shapes, sizes, all different things. This right here is an infusion is what it's called. This is an infused cigar. So it's going to have a little bit of sweetness on it added to the tip. But it's also a normal cigar. So it's not like you're, going to a gas station picking up a Swisher Sweet type thing. It's not fully sweet. It just has a little bit added to the tip there. It's called an infusion cigar. But this is actually a Rocky Patel cigar that's also been made by Drew Estate. So they kind of came in together, started this guy right here, the Java series. If you've never had a Java cigar, I'm not going to lie, you're missing out. It's a good cigar, not a bad price. These are typically, if you go into your local humidor, you can get them for $9-10 a stick. If you order them online, you can get them for much cheaper, especially if you get a box or in some sort of a lot deal, some sort of a package deal there, sampler pack. But this whole series, there's this guy. There is a red label version that has some honey on it. There is a latte version, which is going to have a little bit more of your Connecticut light wrapper. It's going to be a little bit of a light to a medium a strength. But this guy is really good. This is the Java Maduro Rocky Patel cigar by Drew Estate. These are actually wrapped in Nicaragua at the Drew Estate factory. Very, very impressive factory. I'm going to review this thing tonight. I have smoked one before, so I'm familiar with what I'm going to get, but I will still have an open mind while smoking this to tell you what this experience is. This is also going to be box pressed. Kind of see it has, well, let me take it out of here so you can kind of see what's going on. Right now it's all shiny and it's plastic. I'll pop it out. So it's got the RP Rocky Patel sticker on the front, but on the actual wrapper, it's going to say Drew Estate. So I find that fascinating. Those two actually came together to do something really good. But if you look at this, it kind of has that square look to it. That's called box pressed, and that is actually a really nice way to have a cigar. It holds very nicely. It feels good when you put it to your mouth. It's got a really good draw to it. So there's a lot of studies that have gone into making box pressed cigars. So this is a Nicaraguan cigar in the binder and the filler. But the wrapper is a thick Brazilian Parejo. And the Parejo is typically a little bit oily, so it's going to add some chocolate tones to it. It's a little bit of a darker cigar. I love dark cigars, but I like the fact that it's got some Brazilian notes to it. It's pretty cool. So what you're going to do with this guy, well, hold on a second. So this is a 50 gauge ring cigar. Kind of see the roundness in it, and it's about 5 inches long. So this is your 50 by 5. And when you start smoking it, from what I have read, you're going to start out with some really solid coffee flavor, like a really dark roast coffee, mixed with some of the chocolate from the wrapper. So it's going to be a really nice blend of some strong coffee, chocolate, a little bit of earth. And then as you go through, many people have talked about the flavor palette kind of changing to more of just a sweet flavor altogether, still mixed with some earth and spice. So it's got a really nice palette. But let's find out how it goes. So I'm gonna pop off this front cap. It's a really pretty cap with it's got Maduro on the front. They do a really good job presenting this guy. Very minimalist. You just got a little guy down here in the front, and then your little wrapper right there. I like that. I don't necessarily like the cigar where the wrapper takes up 9/10 of the cigar. So I like that you can actually see it. We can smell it. Oh man, that is. I never get over how good this cigar smells. And I don't usually like infused cigars. I'm not going to lie. Infused cigars are typically a little off-putting for me because I started smoking on Maduros, had an uncle that got me going, and he put a Churchill in my hand, a dark Churchill, and from then, like, I just love cigars. And so I had a buddy of mine hook me up with a Cuba Cuba a couple years ago, and I was like, man, I am not like, it's just off-putting. Not a bad cigar, but just the sweetness was, you just don't expect that when you're smoking a cigar. So I'm going to give this thing a cut. I'm going to use the old V and then give it a pre-taste, and then we'll light it up, see what we think here. All right. I hope you guys have had a wonderful July 4th season. It's been beautiful here in the Barrow County area. Um, Lots of nice fireworks. I like how relaxed this holiday's kind of become. When I was a kid, July 4th was just it was nuts. All over the place. Everybody was just running around trying to get fireworks right. I don't know. The older I get, I've just realized that, it's okay to just slow down, relax, light up a cigar, take your time, and enjoy what the Lord has given you. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. Let me give us a little taste. Mm. Oh, man. I never get over that flavor. Because what's nice is you smoke this thing, and after a while, that coffee flavor kind of fades, and you get back into a normal cigar flavor, and it's just so good. So I'm gonna light it up, and we're gonna see how it works. We'll see if it sticks to that flavor profile. Yeah, yeah. I swear these things just never disappoint. Never disappoint. I love that thick cloud of smoke. I like when smoke's super thick. Um, Makes me feel like I'm doing something. And the sweetness on the tip of that wrapper. Yeah. It definitely has that coffee flavor to it. Definitely getting the chocolate notes from the wrapper. Um, Man, that's good. That's good. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smoke this thing down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it down to maybe about halfway, and I'll just go ahead and see what the flavor palette, because they say this one doesn't have three different palettes. It only changes once. Um, So I'm gonna get it down to halfway. We'll see what that smokestack looks like. I may come on a little bit before that to make sure the smokestack doesn't fall off. Or not smokestack, I'm sorry, the ash stack. I want to see what the ash stack looks like. Right now, right out the gate, it's nice and white, which lets me know this is very, very good tobacco. But we'll see. You never know what happens. We're looking for evenness. We're looking for ash stack. We want to make sure that it's not too brittle. I don't want this cigar to start cracking when we get to the middle. That'll mean it's a little too dry, or the wrapper that they wrapped it with was expired. Just a little too dry on that side. So I'm gonna smoke this, and we'll see where we end up. I'll see y'all back in just a few minutes. All right, I am back. I got this thing about half smoked where it wants to be. Look at that stack. That's not bad. We see a little bit of dark gray, but a lot of white. That is some good tobacco. I want to see if this thing is going to hold up. Flipping it sideways, I didn't want it to break in the process, but let's see what we're looking at here. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that is some strong ash. I don't think I've ever seen an ash stack so tall. Wow, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna keep on smoking it, and I'm gonna bring it back down to about here and just see where we're at. Right now, flavor has not changed at all. I mean, every single draw, that chocolatey coffee flavor, got a little bit of earth in there. It's picking up a little bit on the spice, but man, that this cigar is a good cigar. Price is solid. I mean, that is just, I cannot believe that ash stack. I mean, it was daggum out to here and it didn't fall. It was strong. You can kind of see it's got a little footing in there. But I'm gonna keep smoking this. I'll come back in just a minute, and hopefully it'll be around here. That'd be about when everyone else would give up. I would typically smoke that thing down to a nub, but this is solid. It's a really good cigar. Like I said, I've had plenty of Rocky Patel cigars. I'm not a huge Rocky Patel guy. Drew Estate, they they can do no wrong, but they do a lot of those sweet, floofy cigars. This is a really good cigar. So I'm gonna keep smoking it, and I'll come back in just a few minutes. All right, finishing up this cigar, the Java by Rocky Patel and Drew Estate. Man, this thing has been fantastic from first puff all the way down to the end. I might smoke on this for a couple more minutes before I let it out. But guys, this is great. This Java, I'm still getting just a little bit of that coffee chocolate flavor. It's kind of waned a little bit and gotten more into the pepper side of things. But man, this thing is, it is an even burn all the way around. The ash stack is perfect. Man, I couldn't ask for a better cigar, especially in the fusion cigar world. So great job, Rocky Patel and Drew Estate, for coming up with this cigar. This one happens to be a huge hit when it comes to a lot of our gatherings. I'll keep this sucker stocked in the humidor, so the guys that come in, they grab it, they see it, they want it because they know it's a good experience every single time. So again, about a 9, 10, $11 cigar, worth every penny. This may very well, you can get it for much cheaper, but this may very well be an everyday smoker. It's not, so it says it's a medium to full body, especially with it being a Maduro. It's probably more of a medium. I wouldn't say quite full bodied, but it's a good cigar. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. That's massive. An 8 out of 10. Um, it is everything a cigar enthusiast would be looking for. I didn't I didn't give it a full 10 because not everyone, including myself, excuse me, whew, got the hiccups. Not everyone, including myself, is into the flavors, but they do such a good job with it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for price, for shape. I really love that box, that um, the box press. I really love that shape. Really good smoke from beginning to end. Solid 8. Pick this thing up at your local humidor. Go on JR Cigars, cigar. What's it called? Cigar, not Cigars Plus. That's a humidor I go to. Cigarplace.biz. That's a really good website that I use. Pick these things up by the box. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee it. So yeah, that's it for the cigar review. I would say if you're a man in this area and are interested in a group like this, we come together, smoke cigars. Some guys have tobacco pipes with them. We have bourbon, whiskey. Like I said, you don't have to do any of that stuff. But we talk about theology. We talk about the Bible. We talk Jesus. And at the end of the night, every single week, I'm always blown away by what God does with the conversations. So much I've learned in the past couple years. So much I have gained in just how the Bible meets me where I am and speaks to me as a man, how to love my family better, how to be a better man of God, how to be a better person in the workplace. Just the Bible's not about behavior modification, but it is truth about a Savior that came to save you from your sin, and that's a huge deal. So just I would encourage you, come join us. We have a group that meets in Decula on Sundays at 5 o'clock, in Jefferson on Monday nights at 6 o'clock, in Winder on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, and Auburn on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. So I would really challenge you, reach out and ask about the specific location. Sometimes these groups move from house to house. But I would highly recommend you reach out to us. Like again, we're on Facebook. We're all over the place on Facebook. We have a website, and you can reach out to us there. Go check out our podcast. We have a Holy Smokes Men's Ministry podcast where we go through the conversations of that night and just discuss what conversations were had from myself and other leaders from their perspective groups. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. God bless you. God bless America. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Join me next time as we go through another cigar review with Holy Smokes Men's Ministry. Y'all have a blessed one.